Brothers and sisters, when are we going to start calling out those black men within our community who coon for people outside the community? Whether it be in Hollywood, whether it be in education, whether it be in media, why aren't we calling out these people? I mean, here it is. We're too busy attacking each other for things that we may have done or may not have done. But the men and women, or in this case, I'm speaking about the men this time, have gone out of their way to speak on behalf of Black America and coon. Juan Williams, Jesse Peterson, Larry Elder, just to name a few. Why haven't we put these black men out there on blast? Now, I'm telling you, these black men make sure they carry themselves a certain way or look a certain way. You know, like this picture of Juan Williams. He don't wear his hair low like most black men wear their hair now. I mean, it's low, but I'm talking about close to the scalp. They make sure they keep facial hair on their face to distinguish themselves. They watch how they talk. They watch who they hang around. I've watched Juan Williams go on Bill O'Reilly show. And Bill O'Reilly talk to him like he's a little boy. If I'm not mistaken, Juan Williams is older than Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity talks like a little boy. But yeah, if you and I get on television, he want to chastise us. Why don't we put these type of black men on blast? They out here on YouTube. A lot of times we think we getting stuff from white folk. It don't necessarily be white folk. It be black men with self-hate issues. You've often heard me say, learn your history, control your dollar. The reason why I say that is because a lot of our people be surprised how many other black men have betrayed their communities. Do you think Dr. King assassination was just done by hapstance? The assassins had, notice I didn't say assassin, assassins had help. Now, I don't believe in that theory that Jesse did it. I don't think Jesse had anything to do with it, but some other people I do think had something to do with it. But those usually the first ones up there talking about Dr. King, they knew every intimate detail of King's movement. When we talk about Malcolm X, it was a black person that set him up. When we talk about Reverend Wright, it was a black person that set him up. These black men are the reason why our women look at us with disdain, because they have said and done things. And I'm not saying our sisters don't bear some responsibility, but when they try to, let me see, how can I say this? When they look in the past, look for a scapegoat, they run to these brothers because they so easily visible. The media, not just with Fox, but the media in general, have always put this type of black man out to pacify or misdirect us. Give you an example. The other day I did a video about the lady that came across a booty shaking video of a black woman. Instead of her putting her video up just with her, what she want, she puts her sister up. Because she know that they're going to get hits from men. And it might be black men, might be turned on, may look at it, and then they see this white woman saying she's a freak, she lives in a small town, she'll do any and everything, and they're like, oh wow. And a brother came at me and got mad at me because I called her out of her name and called her what she was and called her shit. But this is supposed to be another black man, but at the same time, this black man has a thing against black women. So I'm scratching my head. You want to call our women out of their names and disrespect them, but yet you want to defend this woman who obviously was being manipulative. Those are the black men and black women should be mad at, not the brother out here pointing out questionable behavior. But see, we've been so confused for the last 500 more years. I don't think we really want to see it. When I see a black male celebrity get on TV and say, I don't mess with no dark skin, they either got to be high yellow or white, those are the brothers you're supposed to be mad. Black women should hate Lil Wayne guts. Black women should hate Jay-Z guts because he made his money off selling drugs to the community, number one. More likely sold it to somebody's sister or mother. Made money calling black women bitches and whores. But all of a sudden, he gets with his get a daughter, he want to stop. He didn't even stop for his wife, Beyonce. But then again, look why they got her old man and mama and put her out there. Look at every interview that she does, how they talk about it. They don't talk about her being a nice person. They talk about her sexually, her characteristics. But when you point this stuff out, you're the bad guy. I think about when I had bought this book, and I got some DVDs about Fred Hampton, right? Not a lot, because the media don't want to release this footage. They don't want you to see it. It was a black man that set Brother Fred and Matthew Clark and Fred fiance up back in Chicago. I think it was December of '69. Why don't we show images or talk about their brother? Why is he being protected? Because they don't want you to start questioning those black men and black women, but especially those black men who have sold their own brothers out. Look at these so-called gangs. These are nothing but terrorists. They have sold their own people out. Any black man that belongs to a gang is nothing but a turncoat, a Sambo, a handkerchief head. You fighting to make other people rich, and you making it easy for other people to come in our community, do what they please. Why should I defend black men who keep doing stuff like, now I'm not saying, because there are a lot of brothers like myself out here who get out here, bust their ass, respect the law, respect their community, and we get marginalized. We get looked upon as the enemy. Because we speak truth to power, we don't go around acting like fools. But you got black men on TV praising George Zimmerman. Remember that Sambo Joe Offit came out. I know George Zimmerman. He's like a nephew to me. But then it was a black man that knows that this brother was cooning. He called him out and stuff. And then a white man had to come along and have finish it up. Made that brother like a fool. He had to go back and tuck tail because he came out defending somebody who obviously had issues with people of color, especially if they're black. But these same brothers, when they get their nigga moment, and they try to crawl their ass back into the community. Didn't this shit happen to Michael Jackson? I look at some of Michael Jackson's old clips before he became a mega star, and I said money changed you, but the adulation from people outside the community made it even worse. We knew he was sick. I always believed him to have vitiligo. I didn't need the autopsy to tell me. Because if you look at some of his old clips, you can tell he was putting makeup on his face. The redness in his skin. But once he became a megastar, all these people stopped coming out, want to be his manager, want to be his friend. But then one particular group of people said, we can't take this nigga being this rich. Our kids are swooning over him. He got too much power. So what do? They accuse him of one of the worst things you could do on this planet, molesting a child. Especially the one of the same sex. Oh, hell no. But there was evidence out there proved contrary to popular belief that he didn't do it. But they had to figure, well, he's a black guy. You know how they are about sex. Don't care if it's straight or gay. He was mocked mercilessly in every form of entertainment. Comic books, animation, comedy shows, TV shows, documentaries, movies, music, poetry. Think about it. 25 years of that man's life was spent being mocked. But guess what? There were brothers like myself who were older than me at that time, and still are. When I'm, you know what I mean. Who was his contemporaries, said Michael, step back. He had to run to the Nation of Islam and Minister Farrakhan to warn him, but he still wouldn't listen. Then he got accused again. That's what took him out. If you look at the clips of Michael when he was going to that trial, he had weight on him. And he started losing. When he did This Is It, he was skin and bones. Whether Dr. Conrad Murray meant to do what he did or didn't, when he took that medicine, that took him out. He had no resistance. Look how fast the media turned on Conrad Murray. The people that was around him, the people that knew who he was. He was a sacrificial lamb. But these brothers didn't think that they was going to be getting their nigga moment. Look at Juan Williams. Juan Williams said something that most Americans believed. And if you go back and be honest about it, Juan didn't say anything disrespectful. But look how fast that white woman for NPR got rid of his ass. But Carmen wasn't finished. It came back and bit her on the ass. But then he ran over to Fox and he became Fox token boy. And look how they talk to him. Is being on television, having a little money in a bank account worth that? No. But a man, William A., should know better. He's a baby boomer. But guess what? Let's go back to the baby boomers. They let us down. A lot of them sold out. I look at my father, love my father, respect my dad. I love him. He's still in my life, been in my life every day. But as the older he gets, the more scary he gets to a degree. Son, don't challenge him. Son, don't do this. And I'm like, what happened to the man that was there when I was a little boy, when I was a teenager, told me to stand my ground? And I know y'all like, stand your ground. But yeah. But then again, he sees the crap that's going on in this world. And and to be fair to him, I can understand to the degree why he's so concerned. He don't want to see his children harmed or hurt or lied on or lied to. But as black men, we got to stop being afraid and we got to call it out. That Pastor Manning, it's a lot of them walking around. I remember when Boondocks came out. A lot of black folks said, man, Uncle Ruckus is a funny character. But ain't no black men out here like that. Oh, yes, they are. Ask yourself, why is it every time a black man puts a video up on YouTube, it's pointing out questionable behavior among our own people, or not just pointing out their questionable behavior, is attacked? Do I agree with everything Tommy Sotomayor say? Nope, but I understand his perspective. I understand what he's getting at when he's talking. He's not talking about black women in general. He's not talking black men. He's talking about those who are stuck on stupid. Rick Scorpion, or Scorpio, I believe. Forgive me for butchering his name. He talks about how the American black woman has been manipulated. But sisters get mad at him. But you got guys out here calling y'all out of y'all name, making mockery of y'all. Y'all ain't saying nothing. World Star Hip Hop was created by a black man. Yet they show the most incredibly destructive images of black women around. That's not helping us. That's hurting us. Think about it. But the brothers like myself who out here pointing this out like, y'all look at it all. Step back, watch, listen, and learn. We getting hammered. Look how many black men have lost their YouTube channels or keep getting their channels flagged. Look how many black women have tried to stand up, defend us, have been attacked and marginalized, and have got either stopped making videos or closed their accounts altogether. Because they know they always gonna have that black man or black woman, but usually a black man taking the lead in the handkerchief head department. I mean, any black man who worth their weight or worth their salt, how that saying go, would be anti-sellout. So many of our people died because of people like Juan Williams, Larry Elder, Pastor Manning, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Kanye, Jay, Ice-T, Lil Wayne, The Dream, Torre, Nas, Tyler Perry. I can go on. But yet those men are given a pass, or they just crazy. But the brothers you interact with every day, we catching hell because we're trying to point out something. But this is why I put this challenge to black men. We got to step up and call these brothers out that exist among us. We need to put them on blast. If you attack one, you attack all. This is why I say these guys on the street corner, they not our brothers. They are enemies because you're doing the work for the slave master or his descendants. You're going to get his weapons, get his drugs, and get his liquor, and you have taken his mindset, I'm going to take whatever I want. You are a threat, and you need to be neutralized. But the first thing people say when they hear that, oh, the black community want to go get arms. Oh, the black community, you can't take law. Wait a minute, hold on. You can let these criminals run rampant in our communities, which if they really wanted to stop, they could, but they won't, because they're going to go get some church members or some pastor been bought out or effeminate to say, no, let's just pray, brothers and sisters. It's a video with this black pastor out here defending what President Obama did, and he's not the pastor or the reverend of the United States. He's the president of the United States. But yet you won't call and speak truth to power when our people need it. As long as you get your congregation and you get the collection plate passed around, you don't care. You ain't no different than those men and women who had whips and chains. You're no different than those men who raped our men, women, and children. You're no different than those men and women who mock us relentless day in and day out. How can any black man, they right man, get out here and talk ill of their own people, of their own brother? Look how that one brother that we all know out here was on YouTube talking about Trayvon Martin. He deserved it. He was the aggressor. Now, when he got hit hard by the black YouTube community, now he want to give everybody good grace. And some of the people who have subscribed to me have gone to this guy's channel. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you saying, brother. And I'm like, but you were just out here talking about him. So it tells you how sick we are as a people. Any black man that betrays his own people should be met with death. Yes, I've said it, because every other community lived by that same rule. We the only people allowed traitors to walk among us. These black men are a cancer. We always want to talk about what the sisters are doing, and we can't criticize them. But guess what? There are brothers out here who've done it too. Clarence Thomas married a white woman. She talks about black people and our causes like we shit. And I'm like, I don't understand how you can lay down next to a woman to talk about your people like that. And you a baby boomer. You grew up in the South. Hardcore Jim Crow like my father. But when she get out and get in that society, you don't want to let it go. Look at Herman Cain. Here it is. It was no black people out there setting his ass up. There were white people. People within his own fucking party. But he felt the need. I'm going to throw brother and sister on the bus. After it was people like me and other brothers who not down with him said, hey man, brother being set up. We should be upset with that. But he won't stop cooning. Armstrong Williams, all these other brothers out here. Larry Elder, I mean, he was on TV sitting in front of white folk saying that a 17-year-old baby, and he was, deserved to die like that, to be shot down. How rotten can you get? There are brothers out here on YouTube right now that would throw another black man under the bus just to say, I live in a certain community, or I'm sleeping in the bed with a certain woman. Or I can go in and say, we're going to play golf today, huh, Tim? That's dangerous, man. Think about it.